Reality is the raw terrain, dirt, cliffs, rivers, storms. People don't live there directly. They live in their maps. Scribbles of shoulds and oughts. They plaster on top. It's like walking around with VR goggles, screaming about dragons, while tripping over the actual sidewalk. And the way you bridge them back to truth, not with arguments, not with force, with their own words. You mirror them until they can't escape themselves. It's like standing in front of a bathroom mirror. You got toothpaste on your face. You swear you're clean. Then the mirror, just a dumb piece of glass, shows you what's real. That mirror doesn't judge, it reflects. And in that moment, reality punctures illusion. Or think of a GPS. If the map says turn left into a lake, but the territory is water, what happens if you obey the map? You drown. But when you check the real terrain, you update the map. Same with life. Distorted maps kill. Accurate ones save. There was a monk who believed he'd achieved enlightenment. His teacher simply repeated his own proud words back. So you save no ego left. The monk finally saw his contradiction. Sometimes the sharpest sword is their own syllables. A child builds a sandcastle and screams when the tide erases it. The ocean is reality. The castle is the distorted map. You don't fight the tide. You learn to build differently. So how do you already do this? When your friend complains, I never get a break, and you echo, so it feels like you're carrying everything with no pause. Boom, they feel seen. That's the bridge. When a kid whines, it's not fair, and you reflect, yeah, you wanted it to go differently, huh? That's acknowledging. That's mirroring. You already bridge maps unconsciously when you nod, paraphrase, and say, yeah, exactly. Now you do it deliberately, like a craftsman, instead of by accident. So chunk down to the details. If they say life sucks, ask which part. Today or in general, your work or your relationships, precision punctures the vagueness. Chunk up to the big picture. If they obsess over a fight about dishes, zoom out. What does sharing chores mean to you about being respected? Suddenly, it's not soap suds, it's identity. Reframe it with a metaphor. If they say, I feel stuck, you can say, like your car's wheels are spinning in mud. What would traction look like? They get it instantly. Why is this important? Because mirror neurons fire when people hear their own language back. The brain literally relaxes and says, I belong, I'm safe. Rapport is not built by explaining yourself. It's built by proving you get them. Ignore this skill and you stay locked in stupid arguments. Shouting maps at maps. Use it and you discover conflict like salt in water. If you follow this, you get deeper relationships, influence, leadership. People seek you out because you're the rare one who actually listens. If you don't, same cycles, misunderstanding, fights, isolation. Being the idiot who still thinks his cartoon map is reality. So why don't you do this more? Because you're afraid. Afraid they'll think you're mocking. Afraid of rejection. Afraid of the responsibility that comes when people actually shift. But avoiding it, it's like refusing to learn to swim because you're scared of drowning. You'll still drown anyway when life throws you in the deep end. Here's the paradox. Confusion is not the enemy. Confusion is the crack where light enters. When you reflect back words and twist slightly. So being afraid of failing It's actually been keeping you safe from risking success. The brain hiccups. That pause. It's neuroplastic gold. The map destabilizes, the unconscious opens, and in slides a new reality. The patterns that trap us, I have to be perfect. I'll be abandoned if I speak truth. If I don't control everything, I'm screwed. They'll think I'm weak if I show vulnerability. These are shitty maps, scribbled in crayon over the actual landscape. They drain energy, suppress potential, and block growth. Interrupt them by echoing them back until they collapse under their own weight. First you pace, you match their map. You echo sincerely. You feel ignored. Then you lead, and because you crave respect, you're realizing you can ask directly for it instead of waiting. They walk their own bridge with you. You didn't force them. You led them using their own bricks. The divine truth smack. I don't give you sugar. I give you cause and effect. If you don't learn this, life will spank you. You'll keep tripping over illusions. If you do learn this, you'll become the kind of person others orbit around, because you carry the rare power of bridging maps to reality. This isn't just spiritual fluff, this is neurological, psychological, karmic physics. For every map you leave distorted, someone suffers. For every word you mirror back, you become a lighthouse, cutting fog. Reality is the river, maps are boats. Some seaworthy, some sinking. Your job, it isn't to build the boat for them. Your job is to show them where the leaks are, using their own words, until they see, patch, and sail straighter. Mirror words, bridge maps, become the fucking lighthouse. Every time someone speaks, hear the map beneath, reflect it, echo it. Show them the mirror until they recognize themselves. Then pace where they are, lead where they could be. Do this and you live as a truth smacker, a bridge builder, a cause and effect wizard who burns away bullshit illusions. Fail to do this and you stay stuck in endless cartoon wars. Now which reality do you want to live in? The distorted map or the raw truth where you carry the mirror that sets people free? Reality